I'm gonna hire you in the admission team.
Oh, nice. Maybe I will end up with an internship by the end of this. My name's Alexander. I am from Toronto, Canada, and previously I have studied history in my undergrad, and when I was looking for a master's program, I wanted something that would take a history background but reframe it in more of an international relations focus. Actually, I heard about it because it was recommended to me by a former professor that I met in Toronto, and every time I mentioned the Institute at my own university, there was always someone there who had some kind of connection to it. So it seems to be remarkably well known in a kind of quiet way, which I found rather amusing. To elaborate more on what appealed to me in particular about this program is firstly, I just did some research on some of the profs that you have here at the Institute, and I found their focuses to be quite interesting. It's also a very small community, which is very useful in an academic learning environment. It was clear from the outset that there would be a lot of support from each individual professor, and I've definitely found that to be the case. The way the degree is structured is such that you don't have to only take history courses, and in fact you're encouraged to add in a few other non-history subjects that are still related in terms of better understanding the international system or the development of international law, of the global economy. And so it creates a bridge wherein you can take a very academic view of history, but better tie it to current issues that are going on in the world. And so being able to pull together from all these different disciplinary approaches, I think is a great way to bolster a history education and make it a history degree more useful in the current world climate. The history program is a very small program. There's only 19 of us in my year at least. And the result of this is that we've been very close-knit, well, from the get-go, really. And I think part of this was aided by the fact that we had compulsory courses at the beginning. And so between these compulsory courses, we were automatically traveling as a group. And as a result, the conversations that we had in the classes naturally spilled out into the cafeteria and then, down by the lake where we were having picnics and whatnot. And so I think the result, in my program especially, and I've also noticed this at the Institute in general, is that academics aren't limited to the classroom. I know that might be a slightly cliche way of framing it, but it definitely does feel like you live in a learning environment here. You're not just sort of popping in and out of that mode for one particular class or another. I do participate in a couple of the social events. So there's a group of us where we go to the lake every Friday morning for an early morning swim, which has been difficult to maintain during the winter, but is a lot of fun. And of course, we also have Sunday dinners in my residence where we all get together as a community and sort of discuss how the week has gone and de-stress a little bit as well. And otherwise, I haven't formally joined any of the major initiatives, but I found they've been quite easy to pop in and out of the various events of. So I keep track of them on their WhatsApp groups and their Instagram pages, and I've been able to bounce around between a few of them throughout my time. If I were to give one piece of advice to new students coming to the Institute, it would be to go into this university experience knowing that you are in a very small university setting, and to take advantage of that right off the bat. Because the ratio of students to professors is such that you do actually have time to take full advantage of office hours, to meet with your professors, to go over your ideas, and they will be able to address those directly with you throughout the course. And so don't hold back on the assumption that there are too many other students for them to deal with, or if you come from a larger university experience thinking that they might not have time for you or it might be a fight to get in there. All the professors are here to help you and they're available to do so. And so I think sometimes I wish that I had realized that earlier in my time here and really gotten more time out of that.